Hello YouTubers, my name is X Factor. Do you have premium? Well, if you do, you can play some China Rising like I am right now. That's the brand new DLC from Battlefield 4. And we're playing some Rush on Altai Range as this ragdoll stops midair and freezes. That's pretty cool. As you can see, I'm the secondary gunner at this moment for the M1 Abrams, and you can see me bursting this weapon. The 50 cal does a ton of damage, but it overheats quickly. The last thing you want to do is when you're getting into the thick of things is your 50 cal go down because it just overheated. Try to keep an eye on the MCOM, but more importantly, watch your flanks. If there's no friendly infantry in a specific zone, you really got to watch that part. But as you can see, my back is pretty much protected, so I get to work the sides, and most importantly, the front. But we're going to be switching out of this here after this MCOM goes off, because I want to showcase one of the weapons available in the China Rising DLC, which has become my favorite assault rifle. And you guys can probably already guess what that is. That's the L85A2. There's a couple things I like about that weapon, specifically the 800 rounds a minute. It's an absolute beast. You're going to say, well, the thing's got to be horrible at medium range or long range, right? It's phenomenal at medium range. It's pretty good at long range. It's much stronger than some of the other faster shooting assault rifles, such as the AEK at longer range. The reload's a little tricky with this. It is a little bit of an elongated reload compared to some of the other assault rifles, but I really like this. And you can see I'm trying to pillar here behind this little tin, give him a halfway decent revive, and that's something I usually do. If I'm going to be pillaring in a spot as a medic, I'm going to throw a med pack down before I get there because I'm going to be there for a second. I'm more than likely going to be soaking up some damage. The second thing is when I revive people, if I give them the quick 20 poke, I'm definitely going to throw down a med pack because as they're starting to stand up, they're soaking in that med pack. So by the time they stand up, they probably got 50, 55, or 60 health. It's really not worth grinding those paddles together because, again, whenever your gun's out of your hand and you're not looking down range, you're probably going to get shot in the face. So you see us here working on these second MCOMs. These little storage areas can be shot through with armor and chewed up, so be careful. I'm not sure about the small arms fire. I'm going to assume small arms fire does not go through that like it does some of the tins. Maybe it does, but I haven't been killed through one of these yet. So you see me here kind of watching the flank. In Rush, it's always important to work these flanks, which you're going to see me do pretty soon as we start moving up again. So the MP7 is back. That was my all-time favorite PDW in Battlefield 3. That's back with the China Rising. RPK's back. MTAR is back. That's a phenomenal carbine. And L96A1 sniper rifle is back. On top of those 5 weapons, there's 2 new gadgets in the game, which you've seen me mess around with on my channel before in a private server. The UCAV, it's the Unmanned Combat Aerial Vehicle for the support class. That's pretty nasty. It's got a limited range on it, and it's pretty much a dive bomber. Does damage to vehicle, can one-shot attack choppers and little birds, and do 50 damage to a tank. And then the SUAV for the Recon class, which is the Small Unmanned Aerial Vehicle, which can laser paint different vehicles and gadgets as well. I believe it can do mortars, and I think it could do recon beacons and things of that nature. Here you see us in a pretty tricky position, so I'm trying to soak up some health pack, stick to that wall, make sure these NGs stay alive because that's what's stopping me from moving up. And I literally stop right here, look around and say, holy shit, this is realistic and it's beautiful. And if you look on the screen in the right corner there, I don't know if that's a UCAV or if that's the SUAV, but I guarantee you somebody's about to be UMAV. These things are absolutely lethal in their current state. There's an absolute ton of cover on this specific map, and the 4 different maps have their own distinctive flavor and layout. Silk Road, very dunes-like. Not as crazy as this, big sweeping dunes. This one is absolute crazy, rocky, and straight up and down hills left and right. It's a ton of fun. It's a lot of fun if you're a bush Wookie with some motion sensor balls and C4. And there we see the return of the Battlefield 3 derp bike, and of course you can attach a health pack to the side, so if you start getting shot. And here's me trying to be a little bit sneaky, because this is the first time I've played this. I want to get a flank on and get up to a tricky spot, so I've got to do some mountain goating here. But as you can see, I find a spot that I can actually get up, and I think I'm being all sweet and tricky, and then all of a sudden there's like teammates already up there. I'm like, why did I even bother? But I'll remember this spot now that I know where to go, because I'm guessing our team won't press this fast all the time. And just like that, we're on the MCOM, so time to help watch this MCOM and make sure it doesn't get diffused. Over the next couple days, I'm going to be showcasing a lot of different game modes and the different maps because there's a ton of variety in these China Rising DLC maps. And no matter what you like, if it's massive vehicle warfare or very infantry-centric conquest maps, there's a little bit of everything for everybody and a mix in between. So no matter what kind of mood you're in, there's going to be something for you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments, don't forget to leave them down below. And we'll see you guys soon. Take care, guys.